The story begins on the outskirts of Washington, D.C., a harsh neighborhood filled with fear. In this place, street law holds far more power than the law of the state. The Latin Kings, the most feared gang, control every block. They run the drug trade, extort residents, and spread terror without end. For many people, this neighborhood is hell. But for Lucas, a 14-year-old boy, this is the only world he has ever known since childhood. Lucas is seen pedaling his bike through narrow alleys with a backpack strapped to him. Inside are small packets of drugs. His face is young, but his gaze is cold, far older than his age. He works as a courier for the Latin Kings, and for Lucas, this is not just a job. This is survival. He knows exactly who rules each street, who can be trusted, and who must never be touched.
And I worked for the biggest gang around, La Mara Salvatrucha.
Behind the Latin King's power stand two big names. The first is Jester, the right-hand man who handles the gang's daily affairs. He is the one who ensures rules are enforced, traitors are punished, and fear never leaves the streets. But above Jester, there is someone far more dangerous, the true leader of the Latin Kings, a ruthless man named Rincon.
Rincon was the most feared badass in DC, because he offed all the other crews and dealers and any snake who ever thought of flipping or ratting out.
You know, I'll never betray you.
His name is rarely spoken, more often whispered. Rincon's power is built on blood and violence. Few dare to look him in the eye. But Lucas is different. He has a special connection. He can meet Rincon anytime, something no ordinary courier could ever do. Day after day, Lucas delivers drugs throughout the city. One of his customers is a war veteran from Afghanistan named Daniel. The man is quiet, with empty eyes, as if his past has already destroyed his life. He almost never speaks. His only form of communication is through short messages on his phone. Each time Lucas comes, Daniel writes the same thing: leave the gang, leave the streets, and go back to school. But Lucas always ignores him. He feels he is already trapped too deep in the Latin King's world.
Fine.
Kid your age should be in school.
Easy, Daniel. That's just gonna kill you.
Hey, Daniel. You got something for me?
Meanwhile, Rincon lives in constant vigilance. He is convinced the FBI is always watching him. Every strange car parked too long, every stranger wandering near his house, is considered a threat. But that night was different. He was preparing for his brother's wedding. Despite his reputation for cruelty, Rincon shows a softer side when with his family. He wants that big day to be perfect, free from any disturbance.
I will be just as proud as I am.
At the same time, Lucas stops by Carlos' fruit shop, a vendor drowning in debt to the Latin Kings. Life is hard for Carlos. His fruit store is empty, near closing, while his wife is seriously ill. With desperation in his voice, Carlos asks for more time. Lucas is only a courier, but his heart still carries compassion. He grants Carlos one more week. He knows the risk is huge, because if Rincon finds out, the consequences could be fatal. In return, Carlos hands Lucas a bag of fruit to take home to his little brother, Miguel.
Catholic wedding must take place in a church.
But nobody tells me what to do with my sister.
Moments later, Lucas returns to the gang's hangout.
Hey, Lucas.
What are you doing here? I'm at school.
Some work?
Get out of here, I gotta meet the drug boys.
Yeah, you're meeting me. Me, I'm the new drug boy, man. I got the benches.
What?
Yeah, I'm the new drug boy. I just started.
But what he sees shocks and angers him. Miguel, his young brother, has arrived proudly declaring he wants to join the Latin Kings. For Lucas, this is a nightmare. He has worked so hard to keep Miguel from falling into this dirty world. Overcome with rage, he orders Miguel back to school, promising to pick him up later that afternoon. But deep down, he knows Miguel is becoming harder to control. Meanwhile, Daniel goes through his daily struggles. While buying food at a truck, he suddenly freezes. The smell and atmosphere around him trigger traumatic memories of the past. People in line grow irritated, but Daniel stays locked in place. Eventually, a group of thugs approaches to harass him.
Come on, Chavala, get moving.
Ooh, he giving you a bitch stare.
Ooh, that's what I thought.
What you gonna do about it, Chava?
They think Daniel is just a confused man, easy prey. But they are dead wrong. Dragged into a narrow alley, Daniel swallows a pill to steady his mind. But as soon as the thugs attack, his military instincts ignite. In seconds, Daniel takes them down one by one with lethal precision. Here, his true nature is revealed, a former Special Forces soldier who still carries extraordinary skills. Meanwhile, at Rincone's house, the wedding preparations grow lively. The groom's family arrives, visibly uneasy. No one feels comfortable in Rincone's presence. Then Lucas shows up, delivering the latest drop. Unlike other couriers, Lucas is treated differently. There is a deep reason behind this. Years ago, Lucas' older brother, himself a Special Forces soldier, died trying to save Lucas from the gang's grip. Rincone has never forgotten that sacrifice. In a private moment, Rincone even gives Lucas a suit for the wedding. He tells him how precious his own brother is to him. But that warmth ends with an order. Rincone gives Lucas an important task: deliver 2 large packages to a contact near a gas station.
Make the truck. We'll come right back.
This is no ordinary run. Rincone stresses that Lucas must return before the wedding begins. But along the way, Lucas encounters something infuriating. Miguel is being beaten by a group of gang members. It turns out to be an initiation test arranged by Jester. Furious, Lucas stops them. He declares that he is under Rincone's protection. With a threatening tone, he warns them that he is on a mission. No one dares defy him. Yet inside, Lucas realizes how far Miguel has already been pulled into this dangerous world.
Fight you, man! Hey! Miguel, come on! You don't have to do this! Leave him alone, that's a kid! Yeah! He's just a kid!
Yes!
13!
Meanwhile, Daniel drives by and sees a lifeless man surrounded by police. He pauses but leaves silently. Soon after, he spots Lucas and Miguel riding bikes together. He tries to get their attention, maybe to warn them, but Lucas keeps going, focused on getting Miguel home.
I don't get any pills on me, man. Why don't you mind your own goddamn business?
The tracks are that way!
We're not going to the track! I'm getting you out of here!
Lucas intends to take Miguel to school, but first they stop at their house. In his mind, Lucas becomes more determined to pull Miguel away from this life. At home, he packs quickly. He grabs a pistol and slips in a letter, but unknowingly, one drug packet falls to the floor. Just as they are about to leave, Jester and his men storm in, furious that Lucas hasn't completed his delivery. They force the brothers to come meet Rincone.
Dumbass. You really think the deal's going down with the train tracks? Just because he's your cousin, you think he trusts you. You're not on top. You never will be. I'm the right-hand man. Get that out of my face, I got shit to do. I know my scared kid? Put it down! You scared kid? Let's go! Just a little.
Along the way, Jester begins to beat Lucas. Suddenly, a truck crashes nearby, creating chaos. Lucas seizes the chance to escape with Miguel. They run through alleys, across yards, over fences, even smashing into a fruit stand. With no place left to hide, Daniel appears in his car. He opens the door and tells them to get in. Without hesitation, they jump inside. Jester and his crew chase them on motorcycles. A tense chase erupts through DC's narrow streets. Bullets fly, and Miguel's beloved family dog is struck by a stray shot. Daniel drives skillfully, dodging gunfire and sharp corners. At last, he crashes the car into a wall to give Lucas and Miguel a chance to escape. But without realizing it, one packet of drugs is left behind in the wrecked car. Daniel then takes them to his hideout. While Miguel's leg is tended to, Daniel and Lucas exchange short communications through gestures and phone messages. Not much, but enough to show Daniel still cares and is willing to protect them.
As long as those cops are still by the car. It's gonna be okay?
Where'd you learn all that?
Military? My older brother was a Marine.
He wanted a different life for us. He wanted to get out of there.
Meanwhile, Rincone's brother's wedding continues. Everyone is joyful until Lucas notices only one packet remains. He recalls and realizes the other was left at home. Now the wrecked car and missing packet are gone.
Let's go.
Patience. I got another thing.
At that moment, Jester storms into the party, reporting the failed delivery and lost drugs. Furious, Rincon orders his men to hunt Lucas and Miguel, but insists they be brought back alive. Elsewhere, Daniel urges Lucas to leave town for now, but Lucas furiously refuses. He smashes Daniel's phone and storms out. He vows to return, retrieve the lost packet, and finish Rincon's task.
Back off, alright? I don't want to hear that phone no more. Why would I listen to you? Leave us alone. Let's go.
Soon after Jester leaves, Spider, another powerful gangster who was supposed to receive the package, arrives. With much money at stake, Spider demands answers.
They say it all cheap. How do you badass? Don't worry. You'll get it.
Capitan's increase and I expect you to make your payment.
This is the feds we're talking about after they took down the Clicas in Virginia.
Meanwhile, Lucas sneaks back home with a friend's help. He quickly searches, finds the lost packet under the bed, and grabs Miguel to leave. But the friend betrays him, tipping off Jester. Soon Jester arrives with his crew, captures Lucas, and drags him to Rincon.
Hey, don't be like that, Lucas. Finally get down with the kids.
Always told, man.
Just business.
Maybe you should have done the same, huh?
With the other brick.
I don't got it.
On the other side, Daniel learns that his father-in-law has been brutally beaten by Jester's men as a warning for helping Lucas. This becomes his turning point. Realizing the gang won't stop, Daniel decides to fight back. His ex-wife begs him not to go, calling it foolish, but Daniel is resolute and heads for Rincon's base.
You're going after them, aren't you? This isn't your fight. Why don't you just call the cops or something?
At the same time, Lucas and Miguel are being taken to Rincon under Jester's orders. The wedding party is filled with laughter and music, joy overflowing. But that warmth shatters when Spider barges into the kitchen. Arrogantly, he harasses a woman working there. Rincon's fury explodes. In front of everyone, he savagely kills Spider. Instantly, the once festive celebration turns into a bloody nightmare. At the same time, Daniel slips through the alleys around Rincon's house. Though heavily guarded, his military instincts let him take them down one by one. He even captures one guard and uses him as bait to draw the FBI, who had been watching from a distance. The plan works. Within minutes, federal agents storm Rincon's house. A massive shootout erupts. Bullets rip through the air, glass shatters, and screams echo everywhere. Blood stains the floors as bodies fall on both sides. But in the chaos, tragedy strikes. Rincon's brother, celebrating his wedding, is hit by a stray bullet. He collapses, covered in blood, on what should have been the happiest day of his life. Rincon is left in shock, frozen as he watches his brother die before his eyes. Meanwhile, Daniel manages to get Lucas and Miguel out of the destroyed house.
Gabriela!
They run through smoke, debris, and gunfire until they reach the train tracks. But peace doesn't last. Jester, enraged, catches up. He opens fire wildly. Daniel takes a bullet in the leg while protecting the boys. With all his strength, Lucas pulls Miguel, trying to escape, but they are cornered by Jester's gun. Just when hope seems lost, Rincon emerges from the darkness. He stops Jester and stares at Lucas with a mix of anger and sorrow.
Why?
You know why.
I treated you like my son. She's dead!
For him, all bonds of family and trust are broken. But instead of punishment, Rincon makes a shocking choice. He lets Lucas and Miguel go, as if granting them one last chance at freedom. That decision sends Jester into a rage. He accuses Rincon of weakness, unworthy to lead. Then, the shocking truth spills out. Jester is not just a gang member but also part of Rincon's own family.
Trusting me with the drop-off! That's a kid! If you were so shot at a kid, none of this would have gone down. You fucking lost me, bro. You're my own flesh and blood! I won't cuss. I want it! But to be the next thing.
Consumed by jealousy and hatred, Jester raises his gun and shoots Rincon.
Jester.
Rincon collapses on the tracks, blood pouring from his body. Jester then turns his gun on Lucas and Miguel. But before he can fire, Daniel, wounded and limping, steps forward and stalls him with the offer of a packet. Jester rips it open greedily, expecting money. Instead, it's a trick. Realizing he's been deceived, Jester attacks Daniel brutally. Suddenly, a single gunshot pierces the night. Jester staggers and collapses, dead. The shooter is revealed to be Lucas' friend, the one who had betrayed him before, now returning to atone for his mistakes. In the final moments, Lucas and Miguel board a train, leaving behind a city drenched in blood and painful memories. From the window, they watch the city lights fade into the night. As they sit, Miguel feels something in his pocket. He pulls out money, Daniel's final gift. Not just cash, but a symbol of hope for a new life far from the cycle of violence. Life in a harsh neighborhood often forces people into impossible choices, especially young kids who were never given the chance to dream. But this film shows that even when streets are ruled by gangs, violence, and drugs, there is always a way to choose differently. Lucas and Miguel represent the youth who can still be saved, while Daniel embodies hope, that even those broken by the past can find new purpose in helping others. From this story, we learn that loyalty to family does not mean following their destructive path, but having the courage to break the cycle so loved ones can have a better future. In the end, the courage to say no to violence and gangs is worth far more than the fear imposed by the streets. If you enjoyed this video, don't be shy, hit the like button, and if you disliked it, hit the dislike button twice just to be sure. You should watch the full movie. Thank you very much for watching.